What's up, guys? Fat Man here. I decided to do another video really quick. I know it's November 1st, but I was going to do this a couple days ago, but Halloween is my mom's birthday, and I had work and a lot going on. But I'm just going to show you guys um, a bunch of Blu-rays and DVDs I got over October. Some are like horror and Halloween related, some are not. And then I got a few other toys I wanted to show off really quick, just because. I got them signed. Um, I got recently. We went to this has been back I think during summer. Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes came to town. They did their Jason Mewes or Jay and Silent Bob Get Old, and so we went to Salem, Oregon. We saw those guys live. This I think the second time I've seen them live. The fourth time I met Jay and Silent Bob. But Kevin came out of the back of the theater, and so did Jay. And I have the LA Comic Con exclusive. It's hard with the reflection, but that's his pop personal, and it says Fat Man on the jersey. But I did get him to. So I'm trying to get the glare off, and I did get him to sign that pop. So it was really cool to talk to Kevin again too, and Jason. And then I don't know if I showed this off, but I did get. I also have Muse pop signed as well, and those pops are extremely hard to find. So that was really cool. And this is I think I showed this off on Facebook, but this is my new Freddy T-shirt that I got at Comic Con. There was a whole bunch. I wish these were $20. They had big sizes and they were good quality. They had some really cool like horror franchise like Child's Play, the Chucky stuff and all this like cool, but it was all done 80s, very retro, and they were very cool shirts. I wish I would have picked up more of them. But anyway, let's get into Blu-rays and DVDs. Start off with this is a classic actually. I picked this up because me and my mom were actually talking about it, and I grew up with these kinds of movies, and obviously she did too because it's from 1966. That is The Ghost and Mr. Chicken with Don Knotts. Oh, it's not even in there. I forgot. I've been watching it. But this is a fun little movie. It's harmless. But I love Don Knotts. In fact, I also just ordered, I think it's one of his last movies with Tim Conway. I think it's from 1980. It's called The Private Eyes, which I'm very excited to get to. Next, the Blu-ray is... I've only seen this, I think, twice, maybe even only once, but I remember liking it. I haven't seen it since it came out, basically. But the price was right, and it's an awesome steelbook, and that's Jennifer's Body. Isn't that steelbook awesome? It doesn't really have anything too much on the back. And it's just the single Blu-ray edition. There was no slipcover, but it looked like it should have had a slipcover. But that's okay. The price was right on this, and I do remember enjoying this movie. This is not horror or Halloween or anything related, but I did pick it up because it is going out of print, and that's Spring Breakers on Blu-ray. I like this movie, and I think a lot of people are confused by this movie. This is directed by, what's his name? He has a female, what would be a traditional female first name. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, yeah. Harmony Korine. Harmony Korine is a pretty famous director now. He makes a lot of strange films. What he's probably best known for was, he didn't direct it, but he wrote the movie from the late 90s. Called Kids, and if you've never seen Kids, that's a very eye-opening film, and it's very graphic. If you've never seen Kids, the other one he did that was very, very strange was called, I think it's called Gummo, Gummo, and it's bizarre, like it's fucking bizarre shit. But then he did a very mainstream movie, and he did Spring Breakers, and obviously people didn't understand that this is. It's done very mainstream, but it's meant to represent the current youth culture and all the things that are, in my opinion, I think he's representing all the things that are wrong with the overindulgence, that that EDM rave scene, and the overconsumption of marijuana and all these drugs, and it's really just a cautionary tale making a social statement. But I mean, it's a fun movie, but the price was right. I think I paid like $6 for it, but I think it is about ready to go out of print. It's very difficult. I think it's very expensive on Amazon, so I did pick up that. This I'd known about. I was reluctant to purchase it, but on DVD it was super cheap, and I believe it's out of print actually now too. I'm not quite sure on that, and that's Return to Sleepaway Camp. And so this was used copy. I got a pretty good deal. It looks, oh man, it's an X rental. It's actually, it says Family Video right there. I don't know where this came from, but it is an X rental. You know what? I honestly didn't look at the disc. No, the disc is mint. As far as I know, what I've read up on this, it says it's rated R for horror, violence, gore, perverse language, some sexual content, and drug use. I don't know how far they went with this movie. Like the others, there's quite a bit of nudity. There's quite a bit of blood and guts. But this supposedly takes place directly after the first movie. It's supposed to have a look like the 80s. It kind of ignores part 2 and 3 of Sleepaway Camp. I actually didn't get to watch this over Halloween. I'm kind of disappointed. Whatever, it's Sleepaway Camp. You can watch it whenever. But I will probably check this out at some point. Funny, I was going through DVDs because I was like, if there's something like Christmas movie, because Christmas is coming up, and my wife loves Christmas, and I was like, if there's something I'm missing, like, I should go through my Blu-rays and look. And of course, I was missing Home Alone. So everybody, I don't think I need to talk about this too much. Oh, didn't even realize it had a digital code inside. Okay, so that's awesome. Yeah, Blu-ray, DVD, and HD, digital HD copy, and I paid like $5.75 with free shipping. It was brand new, factory sealed, so it was super cheap. For some reason, I ended up joining the Disney Movie Club, and I fucking hate Disney. But it was like, you join up the club, and it was like, you get 5 Blu-rays for like 20 cents a piece, and then you have to buy 2 over the next like 3 years or something. It's like Columbia House. And so I did it just because like my wife wanted some stuff, and they have the Marvel stuff and all that, all that jazz. So I did end up getting it. Out of those 5. My wife wanted the new Beauty and the Beast, and I believe it's Blu-ray, DVD, and the digital HD. Obviously I don't give a shit about this, but she loves it. Same with this one. I actually have never seen this, and I think I probably should do it, because if there's any Pixar movie that I'm gonna like, I think this is gonna be it. And that's Wreck-It Ralph. That's the truth. I have actually not seen this. I believe it's been out for several years. It's just the Blu-ray and DVD. Unfortunately, it didn't have a digital copy. I wish they would just leave the DVD out and just give me a digital copy, because I've actually been using a lot of those digital codes on Vudu and getting a pretty decent amount of digital movies that I've got lined up. And anytime I go to every time my mom like buys a Blu-ray, or my brother, they like give me it. Like she just gave me the new Jurassic Park, was it Fallen Kingdom, and Ant-Man and Wasp. So I already have that, and I didn't have to buy it. This box set I picked up a while back too, because I was like, man, I gotta have these, because I think some of them are 80s movies that kind of passed me up. But it comes in this cool box set, and those are the movies right there. So you get, on one DVD, you get The Legend of Billie Jean, which I did see as a kid. I actually haven't opened these up either. But what I guess I want to talk about too is the price on Amazon was super cheap. This whole box set was a weird amount. It was like $10.33 with free shipping, as we have Amazon Prime. So you get the Blu-ray copy of Billie Jean, That's the back. Never seen this movie. It's a great 80s movie. This one has 4 movies on it, unfortunately. Because what I did ended up buying this for was Hard Bodies and Spring Break. I have watched most of Spring Break. On Hard Bodies, I know it's like one of those 80s, like, TNA classics. I've never heard of Perfect. I have heard of Private Resort, and I haven't seen that one. And then I have no idea what this one with River Phoenix and Sidney Poitier. Little Nikita. Yeah. Never heard of this one. I don't really care. And it's on its own. Unfortunately, it's on its own Blu-ray as well. But for $10.33, that was a killer deal. This deal was one of the best deals I think I saw during the month of October. Even though I don't have a 4K TV, which we are going to buy one on Black Friday. Me and my wife are going to go pick up a 4K TV. Because we actually have in this house, we have 2 living rooms. We have the original one, and then the garage by the previous owners was completely turned into living space. Garage door taken out, walled in. There's a door, windows, carpet, the whole 9 yards. It's awesome. We have, imagine a double car garage as your main living room. But a couple issues. We don't have enough furniture to be out there. And the other problem is there's a few outlets, like 2 or 3 outlets that don't work actually, I don't think they work at all. So we can't plug stuff in very well out there. And then the other thing is we've been wanting to get the carpets cleaned in the house since we bought it. So we're trying to prep that. Black Friday, we're going to get a TV. We're going to get the carpets cleaned this month. And hopefully we'll be able to set up our living room out there. We have a decent sized living room, but this house is massive. It's pretty good size. So we are going to get a 4K Blu-ray player and TV, hopefully on Black Friday. Hoping. We'll see what we find. But I got this, the original Halloween on 4K, because it was like, it has the 4K copy and the Blu-ray copy inside. Well, okay, I don't have a Blu-ray copy of this, and it was like, just the single standalone basic Blu-ray was $9.96, or this was $13. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna get, and I heard the Blu-ray, the 4K transfer of Halloween is amazing. Everybody's talking really good things about that. This movie is funny. So this movie I saw when I was like probably 15 or 16, and I was just like, this is corny. I just don't like it. And then I watched it again when I was probably like 20, 21, and I still didn't like it. I was like, this is dumb as shit. I don't like this. I want something hardcore. I want some horror. I want some gore. And then I think I tried to watch it like years later, like when I was 30. And I was like, nope, still don't like it. I think I watched like maybe 15 minutes in. I was like, nope, still don't like this. This Halloween, it came on like one of the streaming networks, and I was like, I'm going to give this one more chance. Watched it, loved it. Just fucking, I was like, oh my God, what have I done? Like, this is a great movie. But I think too, like a lot of movies, it's like, as you age, you appreciate things, different times, and you grow to love things at different times. Like, things I really used to love, I don't like as much anymore, and things that I didn't like, I love a lot now. And I think this, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I really can appreciate this movie a lot more now. I get it. I get why there's a cult following for this. So I picked this up used on eBay. I think I paid like $6 with free shipping, but it's just the single Blu-ray. I know there was I think it's a Scream Factory, or there's like a Steelbook Special Edition. I wish I would have got it. The cover's really cool. I wish this was the original cover art. I really do. But at least I got a Blu-ray copy of this, because after watching it one time, I was like, okay, this will be a Halloween like tradition for me. So I really, really love that. This pickup was strictly, I wasn't like super impressed with the movie, but it's a fun movie, and I think it's a good one to the series. And it was at Big Lots for $3 on Blu-ray, and it was not only was it Blu-ray, but it's DVD and digital copy, and that's Curse of Chucky. So for $3, yeah, for $3 for a Blu-ray, brand new, I'll buy that shit all day long. And this movie, surprisingly, actually, no, what? We'll do these. I'll do all 3 of these in a row. Actually, no, we're going to do these 2 in a row. Um, Out of that other Disney movie club, the one that I actually wanted, and this is my favorite of all the Disney movies, and that's finally got a copy of Alice in Wonderland on Blu-ray. So, and I have not had a chance to watch this, but I want to. Unfortunately, like I said, it has the Blu-ray and DVD. I wish it would have just been Blu-ray and HD, or the digital copy, but whatever. I've got a copy of this finally, and very happy to have that in my collection. And then, of course, to go with Home Alone, I also did not have Home Alone 2. So, bought Home Alone on eBay from a company, and it came in an Amazon bag. It was absolutely, you could tell, it was definitely from Amazon. But yeah, so this came brand new, factory sealed, and it was new, the one I ordered, but it was cheap. It was like, I don't know, $9.99 or something like that with free shipping. But this is the new 25th anniversary edition of Home Alone 2 with kind of a different art cover. And yeah, this is Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy, which was awesome. I think I've already loaded up the digital copy. Yeah, it's just... But yeah, and I love Home Alone 1 and 2. I think they're great movies. They were a lot of fun. I don't think I ever watched any. I know there were other sequels, but I didn't watch those. These last three, I know, are just like stupid. Like, why did I not own these? But I didn't. For whatever reason, I think these were like... Maybe I had VHS copies or something and tossed them, or I don't know what happened, or they got ruined. But for whatever reason, I don't have these. And I wanted to watch them this Halloween. I couldn't find them streaming really anywhere. So I finally bit the bullet, and I did actually get this for $9.96 on Amazon, and that's a steelbook of the original Evil Dead, because I love the original artwork. I think it's really great. And I've got it in a protective case, one of those that Joe, your geeky neighbor, sent me. But it's just a Blu-ray copy of it, and that's all I wanted. Nothing special there. And then, of course, I had to pick up, that's plastic all over this. I picked up Evil Dead 2 on Blu-ray, which, after watching these two again, I really got to say, I watched, because these came in at different times, I watched Evil Dead 2 first, and then I watched The Evil Dead. I'm actually I think I'm partial to Evil Dead 2 over the two. And to make this complete... Oh, and the other thing I want to talk about on this is this has like 3 different cover art. I like the skull. The skull, and it says Evil Dead here. I like that cover art as opposed to this. And now there's another one. I saw a third different one. I think there's like a steelbook with a different cover on it. So, unfortunately, it has this cover art, and I don't really care for it. So, that's kind of a bummer. But whatever. At least I got it on Blu-ray, right? And then, of course, you can't have those two without Army of Darkness, which... I did own a DVD copy, but I believe it was stolen. So I did get that. That was actually the spendiest of all the 3. I think I paid, used on the Evil Dead 2, I paid like $6 and then $10. And this was $12 on Amazon, actually. And it was the cheapest place I could get it. So yeah, that's all of it, guys. That's all my Blu-rays and DVDs.